Anna.
I'm Ben.
We're AutoSave. Welcome to our channel.
Today we are watching Spy Family, Season 2, Episode 6. We are on a cruise.
We're on a boat.
I don't know how many episodes this is going to last. I hope a decent amount, because it kind of feels like a mini arc, and I'm here for it.
I am also here for it.
I want to see Lloyd relax. I want to see Yor kick ass, but also maybe come to some realizations about what she maybe wants going forward in life.
Yeah, what does she want her future to be? Will Lloyd actually relax? What's the threat really going to be like to the family here in terms of, or the boat, or the cruise in general? I mean, we don't.
Anya's already set the, guests' expectations for a life or death situation based off of, lifeboats. They're around.
Right. I don't know exactly how far they would go here.
Yeah. I don't know. Probably going to be happy, though. Maybe Henry's on board. That'd be fun. Ready?
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, that was Spy Family, Season 2, Episode 6. I'm loving this cruise arc.
Mm-hmm. I think one of my favorite parts of what's happening right now, other than just all the fun and hijinks of the fact that the whole family is on this cruise together, and obviously all of their secrets that they have, that they're keeping from each other, that they're going to create more hijinks. I think one of my favorite things that is happening is that we're not getting a clear confirmation that Yor is actually a part of Garden.
Yeah.
We keep getting these lines that insinuate that she is, but that maybe she doesn't know that's what it's called. But then what if she actually isn't even a part of that? It's so interesting what's happening with that.
We definitely don't have confirmation, but I think she is.
But I think it's fun that they're playing with it.
Yeah.
They're not coming right out and saying it, that she actually is, but we're having the other assassins that are on board speculate that, oh, she must be really strong. She must be a part of Garden. We get, oh, you must be a part of Garden. And her be like, huh, what?
Yeah. I love the director. He is such a badass.
He's so cool, honestly. Like, I think the best part of his performance in this episode was the fact that he didn't ask a yes or no question before breaking that guy's leg.
I like that he acknowledged it. It was like,
it was funny.
Oh, my bad.
Oh,
sorry. I set you up for failure in this scenario.
And he was so intimidating that the guy offered up more intel and information than what he even asked for. That's awesome.
It's interesting because, like, one of my favorite moments this episode was towards the start of the episode when Yor was telling Olka, like, okay, this is my reasoning for thinking that they wouldn't attack right now, even though we're going to be on guard. This is when they will attack, depending on all the information we already have. And I love seeing that side of Yor because it's very, like, quick and intelligent and well thought through. But they were lacking critical information.
Yeah. As soon as the director hears that this is a first come, first serve situation, things have changed.
Yep.
Things have automatically changed. Yes, based on strategy and thinking, you would just assume that an assassin would wait until some sort of transfer point in order to avoid major commotion on the ship and crews themselves, make it so they can't escape. That's no-brainer to think that would be like the tactical time that they would try to eliminate their target. But to get this idea that there's so many assassins that have all been put onto the ship, not working with one another, all vying to get paid here, you're not going to get paid if you're not the one that does it.
Yeah.
And so all of them are like, they want to get paid. They don't want to be on this ship for nothing.
Do you think that we're going to get to see Yor, Lloyd, and Anya relax at all on the island? We had the line from Olka saying that the ship's stopping at an island resort on the third day, isn't it? Like, it could be a good cap-off to, like, all this action.
I think that would be a really nice, true to Spy Family kind of, yes, we just showed you actual death and people getting thrown overboard and killed, but now the family is going to get to actually relax together and enjoy their time together. We get Anya telling Lloyd that he's lonesome, and both of them are kind of wishing that she was there with them, and Lloyd is having trouble necessarily learning what it's like to have a vacation and actually relax. but he wants to be able to give that to Anya. And so I would say in true spy family, I could see whatever is happening on this cruise ship with this assassin storyline, it ending in a positive way for Yor, and then her getting to have a family vacation with her family.
I wanted and needed two things this episode in my mind, and they converged at a certain point, and at that certain point I realized it was unrealistic for me to want that in the first place. My first thought was at dinner when I saw Yor in the Thorn Princess dress. I was like, Lloyd needs to see it. Like, hands down, Lloyd needs to see Yor in this just because she looks amazing in it, right?
See, I know, honestly, if Becky was there with Anya, or Anya had a little more of Becky's thought process in her head, Anya would be like, you know what? You know what my family needs in order to stay together and for them to never get rid of me? Is for Dad to see Mom looking freaking hot and kicking butt.
Yeah.
See,
well, not kicking butt, just looking hot.
Well, no, I think kicking butt would also be super hot.
No. Like, technically, like, you're right. You're right objectively, but in this subjective instance, it would not be, because it's one step closer to figuring out Mom's true identity.
You know, that's fair, but we also know that Lloyd has seen Yor's kicks before. So if she just happened to kick this man and then passed it off like he made a pass on her and she's a married woman, you know, I think some kicks on someone else might be hot.
Maybe. But so that was my first desire, wanting Lloyd to see Yor in the, you know, in the dress. But then I was like, holy shit, they're wearing masks. Anya and Lloyd 1,000% need to be in the, you know, in the dance at the same time. And for some reason, the entire intensity of the episode is going to stall so I can personally get a moment between Lloyd and Yor dancing with each other without realizing that the other person is who they are. And obviously it wouldn't have made any sense for that to happen.
So both things that you said are on the romance territory.
I know. I want it more and more.
What have I done to you?
I know, right? I don't know.
I think because I'm so notorious for always desiring and looking for romance everywhere, that has now kind of, your radar is now peaked to that.
I think that you're right, but for this instance, I think a lot of it has to do with what we got from your last episode. I think that I'm always, like, one of the best lines this episode was when Olka said, "It isn't just my problem anymore," referring to that she has a child to care about now. And I thought that like hit me pretty hard in relation to your situation and what realizations she might come to. And I want her to have those realizations and feelings, and that's where that desire for those interactions comes from.
Right, like when she chose to take on this job, it was in the best interest of the person that she was trying to care for, in terms of getting money for them to survive and to take care of him. But now her life has changed. She doesn't necessarily need that money in that same way to provide for her family. And is she really going to be putting her family in danger now? Like, there are more people for her to think about now, and different people, and the circumstances are different than when she previously just had to think about Yuri.
Yeah, it isn't just her problem anymore, right? Imagine if somebody found out who Thorn Princess was, what they'd wanted. Same with like Lloyd's situation, but like, what would they do to Anya?
Well, if they figured out she entered this ship with her name.
Yeah.
She introduced herself as your forger. If the intel people were to look on the like ship roster and know what okay, the intel people would probably know what fake aliases they entered the ship with. They would know that there was the director or some type of people that were bodyguarding and protecting. There are two people who are not affiliated with the Assassins, but are affiliated with the where Yor works as her alias.
Yeah.
So it is a possibility that intel could be looking through the roster, seeing that there are two other forgers on the ship.
I think that would be the dismount of this arc if anything bleeds over. I could see like, oh, you know, Garden won, but we have this piece of intel now. Like, who was that person, like, killing all of these assassins, going, you know?
Could be discovered. It'd be more of a more of a reason why she might not want to be doing this anymore.
If they were to take that serious of like a route,
Mhm.
but like, or like let it bleed into the next arc or an arc going forward, I definitely could see that happening. Like this deadly guard member tore down hundreds of assassins, and we finally found out her identity, so we can start dismantling Garden from the inside out. You know, I don't know.
Using Anya or Lloyd against her to even maybe find out what she knows. I mean, we have an assassin giving information to the director in this episode, but we know that Yor doesn't have any information, but that doesn't mean that they know that Yor doesn't have any information.
Yeah. I loved all like the secret moves this episode, starting with the director using like the darts as a weapon, and then it getting more and more ludicrous, but also so fucking cool. Like Yor grabs this dude's button on his jacket, and I don't even know what she does with it. Like he
She
stands
maybe
up.
hits him in like the temple.
I love
Like
how
I
quick
think she
reacts.
hits him in a specific part of his like
Maybe his jaw
or face that kind of knocks him like his brain a little
The best part
concussion.
isn't making them incapacitated. It's doing it in such a way that it seems like they're drunk or they're just knocked out.
And sitting them down like safely.
Yeah.
I really was happy with, especially when she was dancing with that guy and she just kind of led him to a chair and let him fall into it. I was like, that's the perfect not causing unnecessary commotion. Like that's doing a good job.
I also love Lloyd's like logic and how this all like makes sense. The handler could see right through it, and that's why she suggested this trip. You know, and I love Anya taking advantage of it because like there are so many situations we see that Anya, even with her telepathic abilities, falls short or like does like like a surprise face at why this plan didn't work. But she's like winning right now. It's awesome.
She's winning with the plan, and then as soon as she was like, shoot, he is the master of disguise, he's gonna do this really quickly, the plan continues and is able to be successful in this instance because of the fact that of Lloyd's personality.
Yeah.
So he's like, none of these outfits match.
Do you think that Anya is going to be within this like fight that we get next episode? Do you think that like Yor is going to notice Anya is there, or do you think Anya's gonna hide and try to distract Lloyd more?
There are other people here on the ship. I'm not sure what they're gonna do here with this fight because it's a crowded scene.
Sickle and Shane Barnaby.
And it maybe some of the other assassins could play a part in terms of they obviously don't like the assassins that would possibly cause harm or commotion to the general public.
Yeah.
And so they might want to eliminate this man for kind of ruining their cover.
What if Lloyd did see this and like for some reason couldn't tell it was Yor because of the mask and the dress and was like, whoever this person is.
And then Anya could read his mind, knowing the fact that he doesn't recognize her and be like, Dad's stupid or something. Dad's an idiot. Like I could see her thinking something like that. Like that's a good thing to bring up.
Yeah. I also like the assassins like killing this other dude.
I like their like code of ethics.
Yeah, our work is based on trust.
The guy that seems like he's going to be the main issue because he kind of took charge in that scene. I liked his like way of thinking or his character that was being introduced.
Yeah. I think overarching, this is setting itself up to be one of my favorite few episodes of the series so far. I like this like mini arc. We don't often get like we've gotten 2 episodes that have like bled over into each other in a serious tone, but this is just, for me, I'm loving it.
I think we're just super excited to have more like a mature happening also with the funniness of Anya's dynamic in the whole thing.
Yeah, it works really well. I like when Anya's trying to like achieve her own like I like, it's scary when Anya's in dangerous situations, right? Like in season 1, the imagery of, oh my god, like seeing the potential future of this bomb going off and Lloyd not surviving it. They're terrifying situations, but it's really entertaining to see Anya in them and see what she does.
I mean, in this episode alone, we had Anya being perfectly her age by rolling on the floor, yelling for a keychain that she wanted. And in the same episode, we have Yor put a giant spear thorn through someone's head into a wall.
And then you still see them move afterwards.
And they're still twitching.
Oh my god. All right, that's all I have you.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we hope to see you next time.